Listening with Love Tarot, and we are here to do a celeb love read for Jennifer Lopez and Ben Affleck, since they just got engaged. We're calling on Spirit for our highest and best and clearest messages. And we're going to look and see what the universe has to say about this connection and whether the universe thinks that it will last this time. So the first thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to pull on the energy of the connection, past, present, and future. And we want to know what the energy between the two of them has been since they met, how it has evolved, and where it's going. And we just put the candle out. So what is the energy of the relationship between Jennifer Lopez and Ben Affleck? Okay, so we have the Five of Cups, we have the Moon, we have the Knight of Wands, we have the Fool, we have the Queen of Cups, we have the Page of Wands, we have the High Priestess, the King of Wands, and the Five of Wands. And at the bottom of the deck we have the Hierophant, which is marriage. So next thing I'm going to pull on is the energy of Jennifer Lopez in this connection with Ben Affleck. We're going to use the Lime Strider deck for her. What is the energy of Jennifer Lopez and her connection with Ben Affleck? She has the King of Wands at the bottom of the deck. And clarifying the Five of Cups, she has the Ace of Pentacles. Clarifying the Moon, she has the Seven of Swords. Clarifying the Knight of Wands, she has the Lovers. Clarifying the Fool, she has the Devil. Clarifying the Queen of Cups, she has the Hermit. Clarifying the Page of Wands, she has Death. Clarifying the High Priestess, she has the Eight of Wands. Clarifying the King of Wands, she has the Moon. And clarifying the Five of Wands, she has the Five of Pentacles. For her, this is a pretty big connection because there's a lot of major arcana for her. So just an observation as we... she's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 out of 9 are majors, which means this is an important connection for her. I mean, obviously we know that they've been together twice, but that just kind of confirms that, you know, come back around again type of energy that they have. And now we're going to pull on the energy of Ben Affleck and his connection with Jennifer Lopez. Ben Jennifer. He has the Knight of Wands covering the Five of Cups, or with the Five of Cups. He's got the Ace of Pentacles with the Moon. He has the Ace of Cups with the Knight of Wands. He has the Seven of Swords. And then we have the Devil in reverse. We have the Seven of Cups. We have the Hermit. We have the Star. And we have the Six of Wands. All right. And the bottom of the deck for him is the Page of Wands. A lot of fire in this connection. A lot of passion. Okay. So, right off the bat, what I'm getting, and I'm going to be perfectly honest with you, I am not a celeb watcher, so I just know that they were together, and I know that they were apart, and I know that they're together again. So I am going to go based on the energy, and you can tell me in the comments if I'm completely off or not. But what I'm going with for these rows, rather than past, present, and future, I really feel like this is the first time that they were in a relationship. This is their separation, and this is them back together. So we are gonna run with that and see what that gets us. So in their first relationship together, the relationship was in a Five of Cups energy, and she was in an Ace of Pentacles and he was in a Knight of Wands. So they were all looking for different things. She was looking for something grounded. He was looking for something exciting and passionate. And the connection itself recognized that these two energies were not going to mesh, that there was going to be loss, that you couldn't divide the focus between the Two of Cups, which is the loving energy, and the Three of Cups that have spilled. I feel like there was this inability for the two of them right from the get-go to balance the priority of their connection with the priority of their energy of the relationship, like the attention that they drew and all of that. I think it was doomed from the very beginning. And the reason that I say that is because the relationship moves into the moon energy, which says things were hidden. And, oh, there's Paige. She slips very quickly into this Seven of Swords energy, and he is in the Ace of Pentacles. So they've reversed energies. So he figured out what she wanted, but he was too slow. He wasn't coming at it. He was coming at it from a passionate standpoint, and she was coming at it from a grounded one. And then, they were hiding what they wanted from one another, I feel. And then the roles reversed. And so she started hiding things from him. There may have been deception, betrayal, dishonesty. And he suddenly, decides that he wants something grounded and stable with her. The irony, I think, is that here's this Knight of Wands again, which was his energy at the beginning. And she shows up in a Lover's energy, and he shows up in an Ace of Cups energy. And this is a lot of new beginnings, right? We've got two Ace of Pentacles and Ace of Cups, and we have the Lovers. But we also have this deceit and this hidden energy and this loss of love. And so once the connection was like, yeah, let's get passionate, let's get fiery, let's start to move somewhere. They got it together for a moment. They really started connecting with one another, is what I'm hearing, and had similar wants, needs, desires. And for both of them, it became a very romantic connection. It became for them, it became less about the passion, because the relationship was providing the passion, and they started to sink into the heart-centered portion of the connection. Unfortunately, once the relationship was ready to take it to the next level with the Fool, is what I'm getting. So like once this passion had matured into this desire for something stable, and I just feel like this leap of faith, and I don't think it's a coincidence that it's underneath this card combination where I said that I felt like they weren't able to balance the priority of themselves combined with the priority of their celebrity lives. And so once the relationship says, oh, let's take this leap of faith, let's take it to this connection, let's get married, I feel like this was she slipped into a codependent type of behavior is what I'm feeling. Became really clingy, became really insecure, just could not, he was giving off this vibe of that, you know, she had previously of keeping things from him, and you know, she was on the other foot, right? She had done it to him, he's doing it to her, and she kind of can sense it and feels the writing on the wall, and gets really, really clingy, and so they take a break from one another. I feel like this is where the break happens, because the center energy for this is the Queen of Cups, and she's in hermit mode, and he is in the Devil in reverse. And so what I'm getting from this is that while they were apart, they were still energetically connected, and the energy of the connection was extremely loving, it was extremely forgiving, it was extremely warm, and the feeling that they got from one another never left their subconscious, is what I'm picking up. And she went into hermit mode, and I don't mean literally, I mean emotionally. Emotionally, she went into this hermit mode where she just pulled in, there was a lot of deep reflection that went on in the years that they were separated, and I don't know how long they were separated, I know it was a long time, but she went through a journey of self-discovery. He, on the other hand, had to overcome all of his addictions, his toxic behaviors. I do know enough about him to know that he's been through the mills in terms of, you know, that type of stuff, and that while they were apart, he was working on this, and whether he was working on it consciously or subconsciously so that he could get back to her, it doesn't really matter, because that was the end result, right? So the energy of the relationship steps into this Page of Wands energy, which isn't, it's a step back from this Knight of Wands, right? It says, you know what, maybe we went too gung-ho at the beginning and we lost sight of what we were capable of. We bit off more than we could chew, and we're gonna just try it at this level. And she recognizes the need for transformation, the Death card. She's put in all this work, and she says, you know, if we're gonna make this work, if we're gonna put time and effort into this, I really, really have to transform who I am, and how I communicate, the things, what my priorities are. And he is, I feel like he was slower to come to the party. He was looking at this and saying, okay, well, maybe this can be an option for us, but it's one of many options. He wasn't sure at what level he wanted to come in, is what I'm picking up. And then we move into the current energies, where we are now. Where we are now. The relationship has leveled up as a result of the work that Jennifer has done, and has said, okay, well, I want to run this by them. I want them to come at this from a different angle, and their collective intuition said, you need to be more clear in your communication with him. You need him to hear you, is what I'm picking up. And he needs to do what you did. He needs to go within. He needs to understand himself. He needs to take this work that he did, conquering, all of his issues, to a deeper level of self-reflection, so that we can take this to the next level. And the reason that I say that he needs to is because we have the King of Wands as the primary energy showing up for the relationship, for the connection. And that's a masculine energy, and it's a masculine energy that has to stand strong in their commitment to their passion, and their commitment to their spirituality, and their commitment to their journey. And so it's as if the relationship said, okay, I need to model this behavior for him. And the moon in this card for me isn't about her hiding anything so much as it's the moon is the feminine energy, and we have this lobster, and then we have this dog and a wolf, and I think it's her coming to terms with the fact that we don't have to know everything there is to know in order to have trust and faith in someone, and that sometimes we just have to reconcile ourselves to that. He, on the other hand, has moved from this hermit energy into this star energy, and for me, star is the ultimate wish fulfillment, but it's also healing, and I feel a lot of the energy of the death card in this star card for him. I feel as if this is his leveling up from her hermit to her death card. He's her hermit to her death card, his hermit to the star. It was the same transformation, just a different pathway, is what I'm hearing. And the outcome energy is this Five of Wands, and her in a Five of Pentacles, and him in a Six of Swords. Six of Wands. I feel like I want clarifiers for these. The energy of the bottom of the deck for the relationship was the Hierophant and the Knight of Cups. So it's a very romantic relationship, and was meant to come to this place. But I really feel that, okay, so what I'm seeing initially without any clarification is that this is going to constantly be a growth relationship for them. So the Five of Wands is about conflicts. It can be overcoming your anxiety about your performance. It can be fighting off other people. But what I'm feeling from this is that this is demonstrative of them having to learn to work together to attain goals. And this isn't something that either one of them are really comfortable with. And she's going to struggle a little bit with a sense of lack. And for me, what that's coming across as is that, she's been so successful, and she's successful in, multiple arenas. And I feel as if there's going to be some curtailing of her career as a result of their marriage, and it's going to create some anxiety for her. So we're going to pull some cards and see. He is coming into his strength as a result of being with her. He is feeling victorious. But I really want some clarity on the outcome. Okay, so we have the Page of Cups, That's good. It might, however, mean that there will be a lot of need for apology as they move through their relationship, which, you know, she was asked to work on her communication, so it's not surprising that she might have to learn to speak up about what her needs are in the relationship in a clear manner. He doesn't. I don't think he always gets it on the first go round. Is what I'm picking up. So let's see. We have the Magician and the Two of Cups. Okay. All right. So this energy to me is just indicative of, like I said, the growth energy that they're going to need to stay in to stay together, because it's gonna require both of them to constantly be manifesting and growing and continuing to recognize that they have this special bond. But it's going to require forgiveness. It's going to require loving communication. It's going to be requiring this reciprocity, this continued giving, so that it can grow and be what it's meant to be. Because if they don't work together synergistically, they just won't reach that fire. So I feel good about the fact that they have overcome so much to be together, that there's been so much growth, that it's just heartening to see that type of growth for a couple, for them to have been together and gone through that and come back together and have put in enough work to be able to overcome ego. I hope you enjoyed this reading, and if you do, please like, share, comment, and subscribe.
Laura of Listening with Love Tarot here, and I want to thank you for watching the entire video. I can't tell you how much I appreciate you. If you liked the reading and align with my energy, I'd love to have you subscribe. If you're new here, please consider watching my why video for more insight on what to expect. You'll find my information in the description box below about personal readings and special offers. I hope you have a great day, and I look forward to working with you again soon.